What about people, right? Have people who interested in long-term relationships but not interested in seeing a future with the person they're in a long-term relationship with. Meaning the end goal is like,
what?
I don't want to get married. I'll stay with you for a long time, you know, right? I'm not really in that marriage.
Well, that person just don't want to get married. I could agree with that though. That is okay, cool. But the law still kind of abides, meaning that you're in a relationship.
All right. I just wanted to clarify for people, you know, who have that mindset. Because as I told you before, nowadays, the what we grew up thinking was this was the goal. This is what
it's different
meant.
now.
It's much different now.
It's different now. I would admit that.
We also grew up thinking everything is about heterosexual relationships, whereas now it's a lot of different non-binaries, different lesbian relationships, everything. That is why, you know, we have to consider all the different aspects when it comes to relationship. But back to the general consensus, a woman might have a child, right?
Okay.
She's rich, or she have her own money, she have a good job, everything.
Fine.
So she don't actually need a man to bring anything financially to the table in any aspect. What does that mean for her? Does her value lower because she doesn't need a rich high value man?
No. Okay. So the value thing that Kevin Simons was talking about is only there in my view, right? And how I thinking about it. The reason why he put a value to it is because usually women come with a set of expectations for a man. And if the man do not abide by certain expectations, right? Or if he does abide by certain expectations and he even offer to ask, well, or even say his expectations is a problem. That's why he's saying that all others value yourself higher than us.
I think it's that communication.
And that's what he's talking about. That's the reason why he's talking about that value. Right? So let me forget that value now. Right? And let me go to expectations. Right? So a woman now expects a lot more from a man. Right? And no problem if the guy is willing to meet the expectations, all well and good. No, the problem lies where he have expectations. And she's like, boy, you ain't know, like you see me or?
Do you think a single
like
mother?
You see me or?
Do you think a single mother expects more of a man than a single woman?
Yes, a lot more. Because he as a man has to deal with the fact that you cannot be there.
So you do not think that's an individual basis conversation?
No, that is a general basis.
So
no.
I'm giving you a real life example, not myself. A woman you meet, right? She has children.
Yeah.
You have a certain type of woman that you're attracted to, right? She meets
and that has happened.
Right. So she meets all that criteria, everything. She has children.
Mm-hmm.
And all she really expects of you is to be respectful and understanding of her time.
Okay.
Because time is very important as a woman with children.
Right.
We don't have enough of it, right?
Okay.
So, time. Hold on.
All right.
Respectful of our time and respectful eventually as to how you would be if you ever was to meet her kids or whatever in that aspect, right?
Right, okay.
Whereas you meet a single woman,
yeah,
and now she have a list of things she expects from me. You had to do this for her, I had to mind her, I had to buy phone card, I had to take her to do her hair, I had to take her to do her nails.
No, you talking about a woman that I wouldn't choose. You talking about a woman that I wouldn't choose. That's what you talking about.
What I'm saying is,
I am talking about average woman.
Okay, so
average across the board.
Right, average.
I
so
don't want no girl who a phone card. Talking about send phone card 50. What?
Hey, I'll pay my phone bill next month.
No, I don't want to.
Well, that's all right. Stop saying it. See, I don't need no man to do that for me. So, back to what I was saying.
Oh, okay, yeah. You were saying something.
Okay, I don't want to go out of the, let's keep it at the same level. Same modest woman, same thing you're attracted to. One has children, one doesn't. But the one has children is a little more mature because of her experiences. Right? She has the children, so she a little more.
That is subjective.
Again, well, that is my point I'm trying to make. Thank you.
No, but you can't
make each person is different. Each situation is different. You can't group all women together. You can't group all single women together. You can't group all men and... But again, going back to man is shit, it's not every single man in the world is shit.
Yeah, but why say it? You're straight away from the whole topic. Going based on that same thing you was talking about, the mother and the single mother and the single woman.
Yeah,
right?
we're talking about women and the same value.
The same level. And one have kids, one don't have kids. And you're talking about time and thing, right? Now, as you just now rightly say, a woman with a child has to take care of the child. The child is their first priority.
Yes.
Right? That's important. This is a proper mom. Right?
Yes.
First priority. Which takes time, which is majority of her time. So a guy who is dealing with her have to, not could, have to understand that. Right? Now, a woman without a child, she has time. Right? So, he now has time with her.
Yeah.
So, their bond could be a little more better. Now, I'm not saying, and this will come back to the dynamics of the relationship, blah, 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 blah. Right? The guy could be understanding enough and could deal with the situation with the not getting enough time with the mom. But what I want you to understand is that he is making a sacrifice by not being able to get time with you. That is all it is, right? So you cannot vex with a guy because he just say, well, here, I can't make with this.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm not getting time, you're not spending time with me. Because when you use majority of your time to spend with your kids, the little bit of time, you're sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I feel like you throw that one for me specifically.
No, I just saying, right? You're tired, you're thinking whatever. So I have less time now, right, with you. So my time keep cutting, right? So I just want you to see how it takes a lot for a man to be with a single mom. It is not an easy task. So that is why it had this whole thing whereby, men should forget about single moms. I wouldn't say no. I don't totally agree that. It's just is what you able to deal with. Not the dynamics of that. But I just want the women to understand. It's a lot. Don't be like, oh, a man should do this, a man should do that, and have to do this. Come on, let's be real. We are already dealing with something already. With all you. Right? Then now you have demands. You want to tell me what to do. All kind of stupidness. Right? When I asked it, all right, now surely, all right, cool. I'll be responsible because when we're going out, all of us going out. Right? I say, okay, cool, nice. You need help with something, I helping you out financially. You understand? You need help emotionally, I'm there for you. Right? Now, remember, it's energy going back and forth there. So if my energy going in this direction and nothing coming back, which is on the table, it's nothing coming back this direction, how you expect that man to stay there? And that is why men must be talking things like, oh, men with this good and song real bad. Women with kids is just a plaything. You understand? Because it's when you get the chance, basically, and you bust out. Because you really can't look for anything long term with them because you're not getting time anyways. If you come to me with your kids and the first thing I see is your kids, that is a red flag for me.
What do you mean?
Meaning that if I come to you, if I step to you, I am in a relationship with you first. Right? You pushing your kids onto me is a red flag.
It was a red flag for me when I start talking to guys and they automatically, how my stepchildren doing?
Yeah. That off. Now, if we move to the next step,
level,
which is wife, which is you being a wife, and you choose to incorporate the whole family together, well then, okay, cool, fine. We will have that discussion.
Yeah.
Right? But when I step into you,
But sometimes it's not about even waiting to be a wife. eventually you're going to want to see that side of them. You might know them as, because when I go out, I'm so I like, hey.
Yeah.
But when I'm around the kids, I'm a totally different person. I'm like, hello.
Yeah.
Get your act together. You're not gonna see that wild kind of crazy summer you would see out there. So some people do want to see that, and that kind of open up a new level and new experience for them.
Yeah.
To fall in love with you even more.
Mm-hmm.
But also it gives you the opportunity to show that person your different levels as well.
Correct.
Because even if you not expecting somebody to be a stepmother to your child, you still want somebody. Your child gonna grow up. They're gonna be around that person, and you want them to be around somebody that they could look and be like, yeah, boy, she real nice.
Yeah.
Somewhat as a role model, not looking to them to be a mother, but looking to be like, my daddy choose good. You know, she treats me. Nobody wants to be with somebody, and when you're not around, it's like, shut up, my little brat, or something. You know, you want to be somebody.
Step.
You want to be around somebody who respects your child and somebody that your child could feel comfortable with. Like you come around me, you know, the child there a weekend, and you say, babe, I had a child this weekend. She said, I want to come. You know, okay, cool. And the child doing something, you want to be able to feel comfortable knowing that you could go out of the room and the child comfortable with that person. Because a lot of women, and you can see on the news nowadays, this is a big aspect when it comes to dating, is that we also care about safety of the children. We have a lot of sick people out here.
Yeah.
Right? So we don't want to be with somebody who, when you're not around, they're going to touch your child or abuse the child in any way, shape, or form. So the same thing, and it's not just for women and little girls, little boys. Same thing with guys. So it's very important to note that while we may not be looking, because I don't go out there dating with the expectation my children need a father.
Yeah.
Right? I would like eventually for them to have a stable person in their life, because they don't have that. But I'm not going out there with the intention, my children need a daddy, so I'm looking for a man who wants to be daddy to my children. No, I want somebody to treat me good, because at the end of the day, my children are going to look to my relationship and be like, that man just treat my mother good. He respects her. And my son will be like, this is how I'm supposed to treat a woman. My daughter is going to be like, this is how a man's supposed to treat me.
I want y'all gonna twist up this thing here. No. So what you will call that? You will call that settle it?
Oh, that is not settling.
Because, let me be real, right? All you have like a silhouette of a man. All you had a guy, right? And that guy mightn't be that guy, or mightn't be the person who could deal with your kids properly.
Agreed.
So, would you be settling by choosing the person who dealing with your kids properly? You see how that word is dotish?
Yeah, I really fucking hate that word. But
yeah. You see how it's dotish?
I would like to say it's like looking in is a peer view, is that the word? Looking at one direction. If you have a one-dimensional way of looking, this is what I want for this person, and only this, then yes, you're going to be sorely disappointed.
Yeah.
Because I think it goes beyond even single parents. This goes beyond any human.
Yeah,
you're never going to find anybody who's going to check off every single box.
Correct.
If you have one,
Correct.
Nobody is out here perfect. And they might pose as it, and eventually you'll be like, you know, so yeah.
And that's an important thing to say too, because I just go with the 80-20 rule. Well, I should go with it now. I ain't gonna like that.
That's an important rule though.
Yeah, because people you have 80% of where you want in a person, and because you're not getting that 20%, you give up on that person. And you might get it 20% from our next person there, right?
But you're not getting 80.
But you're not getting 80.
But back to the topic at hand, and I really didn't expect us to be talking about it so long, because we was good at talking about other stuff. But it was actually just gonna cry just now.
Really?
Pull up my tears. Because it is being someone who was, got married young.
Okay.
Having kids and stuff. My end goal was to have that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say fairy tale ending, but to have a family my kids grew up with, both their parents, tra la la la. It didn't work out like that for me. And even worse, we don't have a co-parenting relationship at all. So it breaks my heart now knowing that, and it isn't, to me, I've reached the point where, it have certain guys I would like who just wouldn't be interested because of my situation. And this is where kind of where the independent, kind of I don't need a man stance comes in, because
they're coping now.
Yeah, it makes women difficult now when they finally do meet somebody who willing to do everything. They now have to break down brick by brick by brick, because you build up that wall with cement, mortar, plaster it, the whole full works. And
man had to deal with that.
So exactly. So not only now you're dealing with a woman who have children, but you're also dealing with a woman who emotionally blocked out from opening up and wanting to push things further. So I will agree with you that because of this situation now, that good guys do have to do a lot of work in that process.
So to wrap up things, Summer.
Yeah.
It was a nice topic. The Kevin Samuels thing was okay-ish, right? I don't totally agree with him, but I try to explain to you as best as possible of what he was trying to see, right? Briefly, he was just talking about the expectations of women.
At least that's your opinion on it.
And what the value. Okay, yes, yeah.
All right.
Right? And that is it, right? His delivery is poor. I would agree with that. I don't think you should really be talking to women like that. Delivery is poor, but listen to what he's trying to say, and at least listen to what I was trying to say there just now too. So
I would end up by saying, I know that whether you be a single mom, single dad, single woman, anybody out here, be realistic in anything that you're going to do, whether it's dating, work, in life in general. Any decision that you make, do it smart.
Yeah.
Make specific, measurable, timely, and realistic goals and objectives, especially when it comes to dating. And for single moms out there, yes, some of us can't get it, what we want, but we also have to be considerate of what we want good for us and good for our children, right? Goes for dads, everything. And that's what I'm leaving and ending with on my note. Honestly, that kept me in my marriage for a while. Instead of letting go and realizing this is not a healthy environment for me to be in, for my child to be in. I kind of didn't want to let go because I felt as though I don't want to be with a woman with children,
Yeah.
It is a thought that we deal with, and it reached the point where it affected me mentally, that I was depressed about it. And it took years, it took time, and it took healing for me to understand that it's not my worth and my value isn't just the children, but it's me. It's what I bring to that table. It's what I fill my plate with.
Yes, and be specific. Don't just come and say, I is the table, me and Nani. You understand?
Also, as I always say, be kind to others, be kind to yourself. And remember, we don't know what anyone is going through out there. So always make a good impression and make others feel good too.
Yep. That's episode number 2.
Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, and click the notification bell so when we drop, you'll be the first to see.
Yeah,
Also, follow all our socials. We try to stay up to date as
guys.
much as possible.
As much as possible.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we are adults.
We are adults. Right? It was nice. Peace.